Hello everyone, welcome to all. This is Dr. Vignesh Varmekha, Assistant Professor of Geography, Government Degree College for Women, Begumpet. Here we shall discuss about the agriculture types, land use, cropping pattern and production, part 4. Part of this geography, part of this session, we are going to discuss about the Mediterranean type of agriculture, the mixed farming and commercial grain agriculture. First, let us start with the Mediterranean agriculture. The term Mediterranean agriculture applies to the agriculture done in those regions which are having Mediterranean type of climate. The Mediterranean agriculture is unique because it is a mixture of diverse biocultural activities and that has developed in 5 major world regions. This type of agriculture is determined by the climatic conditions which exert such an influence that both traditional and commercial agriculture flourish with a dominance of agriculture of citrus fruits along with horticulture and floriculture. And location of Mediterranean agriculture. There are 5 major regions in the world have a Mediterranean type of agriculture. The largest of these nearly encircles the Mediterranean Sea, and it is from there that the types derives its name. The regions have Mediterranean type of agriculture in the world are as follows. The Mediterranean basin, including France, Spain, Italy, Algeria, Morocco, Turkey, Tunisia, Israel, Northern Nile Valley, that is all the regions around Mediterranean Sea. Second, California in USA. Third, central Chile. Fourth, southern part of South Africa. And 5, lower Murray, Darling Basin of South Australia. The characteristics of Mediterranean type of agriculture. 1. The natural setting that lends itself to Mediterranean agriculture is distinguished by erratic rainfall and mild temperatures, irregular topography, and nearness to large water bodies. In this type, farming is intensive, highly specialized, and varied in the kinds of crops raised. Subsistence agriculture occurs side by side with commercial farming. Many crops such as wheat, barley, and vegetables are raised for domestic consumption, while others like citrus fruits, olives, and grapes are commonly for export. The Mediterranean lands are also known as orchard lands of the world. The third character is the land use in these areas is dependent on such factors as the total annual amount of rainfall, length of summer drought, availability of melting snow, local soil conditions, and price fluctuations in local and world market. The four main aspects of Mediterranean agriculture are A. Orchard farming, B. Viticulture, C. Cereal and vegetation cultivation, and D. Limited animal husbandry. Now let us look into these 4 Mediterranean aspects of the agriculture. Orchard farming. It represents a highly specialized commercial agriculture. The world supplies of citrus fruits, olives, and figs comes almost exclusively from Mediterranean lands. Fruit cultures have long been a traditional Mediterranean occupation because of the very special climate features in Mediterranean areas. Citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, and grapefruits, olives and figs, which have long, wide-spreading roots, scant foliage, and fruits which with thick skins are best adapted to the Mediterranean type climate where annual precipitation can be as low as 380 to 635 millimeters or 15 to 25 inches and where summer droughts may last for more than 6 months. Fruits are sometimes raised on unirrigated ground and draw their moisture supply from deep in the soil. Irrigation is, however, practiced in many areas, especially California, Israel, and parts of France, Spain, and Italy. Olives and figs are indigenous to the Mediterranean region and can survive even on thin, calcareous soil with very little precipitation. Viticulture. Viticulture or grape culture is a specialty of the Mediterranean region. It represents a very intensive form of farming requiring not only good conditions of moisture, temperature, and soil, but also much personal care if the grapes are to be of high quality. Grapes raised in the different parts of the Mediterranean lands have distinctive flavors, and wines made in the various areas maintain their exclusive names. Example, sherry from the Andalusia, a district of southern Spain, port wine from the Douro basin of western Portugal, Marsala from the Isle of Sicily, Anti from the Chianti Hills of the Tuscany, Asti from the Piedmont district of North Italy. In France, where winemaking is a national industry, though much of the country does not have a Mediterranean climate, the specialization is uneven, more distinct. The great variation in relief, climate, soil, and methods of precipitation has produced many famous wines. The sparkling champagne comes from the Paris Basin, Burgundy from the limestone scarplands of the Porte or Claren Brandy, Barsac and Bordeaux from different parts of western France, especially the basin of Aquitaine. Wines are also produced in the Mediterranean lands of Austria, Australia, South Africa, and South America, though these are not as famous. Cereal and vegetable cultivation. Cereal and vegetable cultivation. In Ecoresh, cereal crops are the most important in Mediterranean agriculture. Wheat, especially hard winter wheat, is the principal food grain, and barley is grown in the poorer areas. In the most Mediterranean countries, cereals often occupy about of the total cultivated acreage, provide enough grain for the home consumption. The warm and sunny Mediterranean climate also allows a wide range of other food crops and green vegetables to be harvested. Beans, lentils, onions, tomatoes, carrots, sugar beets, and all the leafy vegetables of warm temperature latitudes are grown. The seeds are sown in autumn when the showers come and cultivation continues into the following year, maintaining a constant supply to the urban markets. And D, limited animal husbandry. Mediterranean agriculture is also characterized by limited animal husbandry, which survives on grasslands available here. In areas like Lombardy Plain, Ebro Basin, San Joaquin Valley of California, dairy farming is important. In mountain areas, the practice of transhumance, moving the cattle up to the mountain patches in the summer and returning them to the valleys in winter, is very common. Mixed farming. Mixed farming is a type of agriculture which involves both crops and livestock. This is not to be confused with the mixing cultivation and implying merely a series of different crops. It is found throughout Europe, from Ireland in the west through Central Europe to Russia. It is also found in North America, east of the 98 degrees meridian in the pampas of the Argentina, Southeast Australia, South Africa, and New Zealand. Mixed farming is essentially associated with the densely populated, urbanized, and industrialized societies dependent upon high incomes for the sale of its products and upon manufacturing industry for the provision of its inputs. Mixed farming yields fairly high agriculture returns because of efficient methods of farming, excellent transport system, and proximity to the urban markets and rain ability of precipitation. The cool, moist summers and comparatively mild, moist winters promote the growth of hay crops and grasses in many undulating tracts and low flat lands. The pastures remain fresh all the year round, and large flocks of sheep and herds of cattle are raised. The main characteristics of the mixed farming are that farms produce both crops and livestock, and the two enterprises are interwoven and integrated. The grass is an important crop of a mixed farming system, occupying at least 20% of the cultivated land. In the maritime regions, grasses occupy up to 75% of the crop area. The grass is treated with as much care as cereal or cash crop. The application of fertilizer per hectare of arable land in mixed farming in the northwest western Europe is higher to that of any other part of the world except Japan. Further, many farms, particularly in Britain and Netherlands, purchase grains and concentrate to feed their livestock. Moreover, in mixed farming, a number of crops are grown. Cereals dominate the crop's land use, the leading grain varying with the climate and soil. Wheat in Europe and corn in the United States dominate the land use pattern. A large proportion of cereal is fed to the animal and the farms are sold to the manufacturing of feeding stuff. In Denmark, 9/10 of all grains are fed to livestock, and in Sweden, 3/4 of all the crops are consumed. In Europe, a second major category of the crops grown are roots, turnips, potatoes, and sugar beet. Potatoes are grown as vegetables for feeding pigs and cattle in most of the mixed farming areas of the Europe. While in Germany, potatoes are sold to the distilleries. Sugar beet is generally sold to the sugar factories. Mixed farms are characterized by the high expenditure on machinery and farm buildings, extensive use of manures and fertilizers, and also by the skill and expertise of farmers who need to know about all aspects of farming to grow and market their range of products successfully. In the mixed farming, the average size of holding varies from 10 to 15 hectares in England and 4,200 hectares in the United States and Canada. And these farms are mostly owned and operated by family labor, and hired farm labor is rather uncommon. Moreover, tenant farming is useful. Mixed farming has a threefold advantage. In the first place, it protects the farmer against the risk of poor prices and diseases. In the second place, it spreads labor requirements more evenly throughout the year. Thirdly, it helps in the maintenance of soil fertility if crops are grown in rotation. Instead of growing the same crop in the same field, a succession of different crops is grown, which reduces the risk of land disease. In mixed farming, livestock is fed in a variety of ways. The crop produced on the farm is generally fed to cattle and pigs. In winter, forage crops, hay, solid feeds, and concentrates are fed to the livestock. A livestock feed on crops grown on the farm and graze the pastures. In return, their manure helps in maintaining fertility of the land. This system of farming makes a judicious use of available labor force as livestock require daily attention of the farmer and the family labor. The rising labor cost has, however, made it increasingly difficult to keep a variety of livestock and grow a wide range of crops. Now, we focus on the commercial grain farming. Commercial grain farming is an extensive and mechanized form of agriculture. This is a development in the continental lands of the mid-latitudes, which were once roamed by nomadic herdsmen. The continental position, well away from maritime plains and the low precipitation, that is between 305 and 600 mm or 12 and 26 inches, make crop cultivation a calculated risk. It was the invention of farm machinery which enabled farmers to cultivate grain on a large scale. And there is a marked specialization in wheat monoculture in many areas. Communication with outside world is mainly by railways, and the bulk of grain harvested is exported. Location. The major regions of commercial grain farming are shown in the figure on the screen. The largest one in Eurasia stretches from Kyiv in southern Russia to Omsk in western Siberia in a width of about 1,000 kilometers from Caucasus to Saratov on the Volga River. In North America, there are several areas of commercial grain farming. The largest area runs from Alberta through Saskatchewan and Manitoba to Dakotas. Another center is in Kansas and spills over into neighboring states. Smaller regions appear in eastern Washington and Oregon, eastern Illinois, and northern Iowa. In South America, Argentina has a large region of commercial grain farming. Australia has two areas, one in the southwest and another in the southeast. In fact, commercial grain farming is in mid-latitude activity and mostly done in between 30 to 55 degrees north and south latitudes. The characteristics of commercial grain farming. 1. Specialization in single crop. Commercial grain farming is highly specialized and generally one single crop is grown. In most commercial grain regions, the crop is wheat. Both winter wheat and spring wheat is grown in these areas. 2. Farms are very large. The wheat farms in mid-latitudes are very large, ranging from 240 to 1,600 hectares, 16,000 hectares. The average size of the farm in the USA is about 400 hectares. In these areas, land is cheap, that makes it possible for a farmer to own very large holdings. 3. Highly mechanized. The commercial grain farming is highly mechanized. Cultivation from ploughing to harvesting is often entirely mechanized. The use of tractors, ploughing drills, and combines harvest which reap, thresh, winnow, and sow. The grains all in one operation is done. low yield per acre, but high yield per man. In this farming, wheat grown gives comparatively low yields. The average yield is seldom more than 1700 kg per hectare, whereas under intensive cultivation, the yield is more in many countries. But because of the mechanization, less labor force is required, therefore yield per man is high. The other features of the commercial grain farming are a lack of irrigation, farm ownership, prone to climatic hazards, and dependence on market fluctuations, etc. The figure on the screen, the figure on the screen discloses you about the location of areas of commercial grain farm.